Sean O'Hare will kick it away. And a touchback, and Dylan Raiola will start from the 25-yard line, and here he comes.
And now they have a firm relationship going into this season.
The star running back is Emmett Johnson, and he gets the first carry of the day, and it's a big one, and a first down.
Rotating different guys, trying to find the right combination to keep Dylan clean.
Back to the run game for Johnson, weaves his way through a couple more tackles, and back-to-back first downs to start the game on the ground.
Well, how about this? Matt Rule wins the toss. They said, we'll take the ball first, and nothing pretty or sexy about this. They're just running gap scheme, getting the puller coming around the bend. I mean, 2 straight plays.
Last week, this Maryland defense had to face Jonah Coleman, and they get another dose of a really good back. Look at the dancing from Johnson, and a mere 8 yards for him.
They like to get after the quarterback and create negative plays.
Raiola to throw for the first time, and it's Jacory Barney, one of his favorite targets, and good friends for a first down. Raiola gets it out quick. Barney, the playmaker, makes a man miss and gets knocked out shy of the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down and a long yard. After his defense got a 4th down stop, he's going to keep it on the RPO, and that gets stuffed immediately. Vincent Shavers all over it. He's in the game right now to his right and going in motion for Washington to throw it out to Jalil Farooq, who's been a yak machine this year, and he sets up a 3rd down and reasonable. Not here with the team, missing his 4th straight game with injury. 3rd down for Washington, and that is snagged by Octavian Smith, and a first down, a big conversion. And Jake, you mentioned earlier some of the drops that Maryland has dealt with. That was a great catch, a pick up a 19.
That was a great catch. That ball had some serious zip on it. I mean, Malik Washington, he's got a rocket launcher attached to his arm, and you know, this is something Nebraska does. They just.
Washington checks down Fleming, the tight end, and he gets stopped about 5 yards shy. Washington will run it, and looks like he didn't get there. We'll see where he's marked. It's just shy. He needed the 30. Now, Quentin Ives has come in at running back for the first time, and Dylan Raiola is going to throw it and complete it to Nyziah Hunter, who had a big catch and run last week, and he's breaking off another. Hunter is in. What a run! 64 yards for the Nebraska touchdown.
Well, this is the exact same play as the touchdown last week. It's just a little bit of a tunnel screen, and Maryland is completely outmatched out to the sideline. You see the big left tackle, number 57, Elijah Pritchett, out in space blocking. And the only difference between this play and last week, Guy, he kept both his shoes on. Remember last week, he only had one shoe on, running down the sideline. It's still on that run last week, Guy, with one shoe. I think he was top 5 fastest ball carriers on the season. So I'd love to see the numbers this time with both cleats on his feet.
Wow, how did he stay in bounds and score with all the traffic around him? Second possession for Maryland, and they start with the run, and DeJuan Williams straight ahead. Brooke?
Yeah, Guy, Dylan Raiola, he lit up when I asked him about Nyziah Hunter.
You know immediately what a guy is saying when he describes a player like that. Washington, and that play blown up in the backfield. Wow. Kade Pietrzak, the freshman, was the first man there, a loss of 6.
To give Washington a chance to run the ball. This is just a read option, but Pietrzak doesn't bite on the fake at all. He's just right in the lap of Malik Washington. This one never had a chance to get going. Nice play there by Pietrzak. I'm scared to guess the trivia. I've been having a rough time with the trivia lately.
Emmett Johnson, who had a couple big runs to start this game, but did get stopped on a 4th down. At this moment, though, a 3rd down for the Maryland defense. Emmett Johnson, first down. He is running hard today. It was so fun talking to Dana Holgerson this week. He said he texted Emmett Johnson a couple weeks ago while the Rams and 49ers were playing Thursday Night Football. He said, watch that guy 23. That's who you think. They are not giving this Maryland defense, who's very good rushing the passer, a chance to tee off. Barney with a couple of plays before finally gets tackled by Jaden Ships coming back. Heinrich Harburg, the former quarterback, now a tight end in the game. And he's blocking in front of Johnson, who runs right through the hole that Harburg pelts open along with the right tackle Gunnar Gatula to the top of your screen to the left of the formation. Harburg's going to keep it, running behind a couple of tight ends, and Maryland's defense all over that. Good response. Jamare Glasker just committed the penalty. I was looking for the ball. My head was turned, so it wipes out the touchdown, and now they're going to set up the screen. Johnson trying to get some of it back, breaks out of a tackle. Wow, and gets 5 more yards after the contact. Kyle Cunanan to start this second quarter with a 43-yard field goal attempt, which he makes. And so Maryland's defense holds up. After that 10-play drive for Nebraska, time to regroup for Maryland's offense, and Washington's going to pull it down and run. On the first play, he slides. They've only allowed 1 passing play all year, over 20 yards, and it happened at the end of the game last week, the win against Michigan State. Washington gets this out quick to Nolan Ray. He's able to break one and get a few yards to make it 3rd down and manageable here. Washington throws on the run and drops a dime to Kaleb Webb. And there's a flash of the young star in Malik Washington.
It's a great example of what makes Malik so special. We're talking about there's just nowhere.
Want to get Webb going. See if that throw gets Malik Washington going. Now checks it down to Ray, who's having a good drive for Maryland's offense. He's been inserted and done a little bit of both, running and catching the ball. Some pressure, and Maryland beats it with the run. There's Ray. He's free for the Terps touchdown.
And then Malik Washington hits his guy out in space. Here's your 2 key blocks, right tackle and right guard. Great job by Aluba just to fight and strain. That gives Nolan Ray some space out to the edge, and he's got the speed to knife through.
After the Maryland touchdown, Isaiah Mozee's going to bring it out for Nebraska, break a couple of tackles and get good starting field position out to the 29-yard line. Raiola, you see the numbers there in the lower left-hand corner, started 5 of 7 throwing. Attempts for the 8th time today, and this one's picked. Nyziah Delhomme. You can't make a list of the promising freshmen on this team without including him.
Instincts. Look at his eyes. Nebraska's running just like it's like an all hitch concept, and Delhomme is just sitting there ready and waiting, saying, if you sit down, I'm coming. Watch him right here. He's got his eyes on Barney. He's going to trigger right as soon as he sits down. We told you Nebraska's been living in that quick game world, guys, so I'm sure on the sideline at some point.
Gets it out to his back. Williams stumbles and is able to regain his feet and pick up the first. Washington gets it out to Haughton, and he brought it down. The first touchdown of his career was a beauty.
Watch the tight end, Haughton, excuse me, just work. Little subtle move there on the second level on Rex Guthrie, number 21. And that's all. They're taking the lead in this game.
His 6th catch. This is his 4th year at Maryland. And that one was a touchdown, the first of his career. Meanwhile, a big return for Kenneth Williams, breaking the game back towards Nebraska. It's a race, and he finally gets tracked down at the 11-yard line, showing off the speed for Maryland.
Falling short, they needed to play on special teams. Now for Nebraska, they need a play, and I believe that's number 32, the running back, Kenneth Williams, bursting through the Terps. Kick coverage.
And it's Ricardo.
That's been the issue when you think about some of these struggles for the past decade for Nebraska. Special teams are one of the #1 things that comes to mind.
Raiola keeps a pass play alive, and now will throw a touchdown. That play was almost over, and instead it's a score. Luke Lindenmeyer.
There, guys, good coverage for the Terps for 9-10 seconds, but in the final seconds, Raiola finds his tight end Lindenmeyer, and a great job. Look at the location on this pass. Putting it where only his guy could get it, right over the fingertips of Glasker. Great shot there as he tiptoes down the sideline. And
Raiola, touch, Key, and a first down.
And he has Glasker completely fooled.
Emmett Johnson, right up the gut, and another first down. He looked like a sprinter hurdling at the end there for a 15-yard pickup. Johnson is 7 yards per carry so far today. Raiola back to the air, back to Hunter, and he's back into the end zone.
Raiola striping the helmet of number 14, Glasker. Look at this ball. One-on-one down in the red zone. Raiola said, I'm going to go to my guy, number 13, Hunter.
And he certainly did there. DeJuan Williams, after that tough collision, is able to make a catch and respond, and this will bring up third down and a yard. Pick up a 9. Today, then Minnesota up next on Friday night, and then Northwestern. Here's Emmett Johnson getting the ball again, averaging 7 yards a carry. Remember last year, it was a fast start for Nebraska as well.
Prime opportunity for the Huskers to be 7-1 going into November.
Here's Mozee getting the carry. And spinning and spinning. That's the, by the way, that personal foul, the third on Maryland in the last 4 minutes. Maryland in under the last 5 minutes. And after the penalty is tacked on to the end of the return, there is Nolan Ray. Good to see him back.
It would have been legal 15 years ago, but certainly not today.
Washington gets it down to Smith with room to run, and he's got a first down out to the 30-yard line.
Keep you posted once I know more.
All right, Brooke, thank you. That is a massive story, of course, as Washington gets it out to Jalil Farooq, who makes a man miss and gets out across the 35-yard line, and we hit the 2-minute timeout. And it's Nolan Ray. Nolan Ray, a bolt of lightning across midfield, and a first down.
Take a look at this. So watch what the Nebraska defense is doing. Here's
looking for more. Nolan Ray, and he's got the first down. And the clock will stop temporarily. The freshman from Ireland who grew up playing Gaelic football is perfect. So well run by Maryland to get points. And we'll take a 30-second break.
The Huskers are thinking they're going to try to find a way to get some points.
Good to see Dylan Raiola back after that visit in the medical tent. Pressure at the edge, and he gets sacked by Zahir Mathis. They're trying to find a nickname for him. So far, what they like best is the Shadow.
Well, there it is. Any defensive end, they know their money-making time is 2-minute situations, obvious passing situations.
And he gets it. And he is eventually caught by the pursuit after a short gain. Washington, good pocket, cuts it loose, and Pietrzak with the catch. He's a big play man. He's had some explosive plays this year, and that's a huge third down conversion, 21 yards.
A huge third down conversion indeed, and he's just working one-on-one. Shalik Knotts, he's 6'3". Watch him stem inside guy and then bang right at the top.
The result of that play was a first down to Dorian Fleming. So Maryland first down out of the locker room, keeping the ball moving to Williams, a first down the sideline. They've been really good on third down today against one of the best third down defenses in the country.
I love this play call right here. You're bringing in big personnel, tight ends, and you've been able to run the ball a little bit. So what this is, it's not even a full-on play action. You're just betting on Nebraska's defense to fly downhill before they can react to the running back fast.
Washington, mobile, first down, and he had the ball come out, and Nebraska took it away. So many great looks at that, and we agree, right call made. That's what Mike Pereira said. And so now here's the Terps with Williams into space. DeJuan Williams, touchdown Terps.
Guy, this is just football. It's DeJuan Williams one-on-one out in space with number 10, Andrew Marshall, the cornerback. And DeJuan Williams says...
Matches what we've seen on the field. Emmett Johnson, fresh legs, takes a big hit. Is able to survive. Levan Scruggs, the man they call Gramps on this defense. 2nd and 14. Mozee gets it again. And he gets some of that penalty yardage back and a little more. Raiola throws his 3rd interception of the game. DeJuan brings it all the way back.
That's intercepted by DeJuan.
So far, it's Maryland.
Teach tape technique by number 6, DeJuan, just sitting on that route. Raiola going to his freshman Cortez.
67-yard interception return for a touchdown. 3rd pick of the day for Raiola. Back to Emmett Johnson. And he breaks out for a 1st down. It's still, you know, for everything that's gone wrong for Nebraska, still a 1-score game. That he really valued the opportunity to be a part of a player's growth. And then to see it immediately has to be rewarding for that Maryland staff. For the Terps. And to the ground they go for Nolan Ray. And another good chunk for him on 1st down. Couple of tight ends, 3 tight ends in the game. Back to Nolan Ray, and he churns for a 1st down. He's carried the ball as many times in this quarter. 4. Raiola. And Key makes a tough catch, and that looks like it should be a 1st down, and it is. So they put this ball down. Oh, that might, they moved the chains. Okay.
It's close.
Very close, but it is a 1st down.
Once again, zone coverage, and this time.
Raiola 4 of 5 on this drive. And he's going to give it back to Emmett Johnson. Emmett Johnson just dances his way to the sideline. Husky is the last man there. He allows for help to come get Johnson, who stays on his feet. What a run!
Playing desperate for every single inch. But how about the technique? Watch him press the hole right here. That's what sets the block. His offensive linemen must love blocking for him because he makes their job easy. And this is what I'm talking about, the pure desperation. When you think you got him bottled up, when you think you got him tackled, think again. Emmett Johnson continually finds.
For sure, like they were snapping that ball.
Oh, yeah, I think they were.
You're just saying you think maybe.
I thought it was close on the delayed game.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Cunanan on for a 27-yard try. And he's got it.
Desperation showing up in the way both teams are playing.
To the ground, DeJuan Williams, big run, 1st down, and he slides down across the 40. And let's go to Dave Revson for a studio update. Pressured by Fontes, avoids, lofts, and finds Lindenmeyer, and he breaks out for a 1st down and more. What a creative play by both.
Man, when you need a big play, why not dial up Lindenmeyer? But this was all about Raiola with the rusher in his face. His center gets beat. I don't know what Justin Evans was doing. It looked like he just let Dylan Fontes go, but Dylan Raiola, he doesn't. So it's a benefit to Nebraska, the ability to have an open playbook.
Raiola stumbled as he let it go, and still Hunter's able to catch it, and he's down to the 22. Raiola throws into the flat, caught. Nebraska takes the lead. Dane Key.
And that happened so casual, Guy, that you almost might miss it. I'm pretty sure that was a one-hand snag by Dane Key. Call and then cover the 2nd play when Malik leaves the pocket.
Washington pressured up the middle, and he connects. Knox has got it across midfield. Clock is rolling, and they will take their last timeout. Washington from his back foot. Fleming can't make the play.
That's open, and he just missed the throw.
Hard thing if you're Maryland, you made so many correct. They were so much better than last week. Meanwhile, for Matt Rule and his group, It's been a while since they won on the road. It's been a struggle for them. They lost 4 straight Big Ten road games, 6 of 7 in the league.